comfort, Dr. Jacqueline Taylor. Right after that, a solo by Reverend Corey Watkins.
At this time, I shall uplift the hymn entitled, What a Friend We Have in Jesus. The scripture says that a friend loves at all times. Even now, our best friend, Jesus, loves. What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What
we know, God, that this entire world belongs to you. We know that Deaconess Garrett was your special child, God. And we believe, God, that you have another assignment for her. Because one day, we too shall take our wings and fly away.
Somebody say, praise the Lord in here. Praise the Lord in here. Y'all can do better than that. Praise the Lord in here. I won't be before you long. But how many of us won't complain anymore?
Praise the Lord.
You just give me a couple minutes, I'll be out. I've had some good days. I've had hills to climb. I've had weary days. Yeah, sleepless nights. But when I look around and I see things over, all my good outweigh my bad days. I don't complain, although my clouds are low. I can hardly see the road.
soul said, I go to the rock. Maybe you didn't get that out of what he sang, but that's what I got out of what he sang. From the Old Testament, Psalm 91, the 4th verse says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Time won't permit us to go through all that, so to jump down to verse 11 with me. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. God bless.
Since I met the Lord, my mind, hallelujah, is made up. Since I met the Lord, since she met the Lord, her mind was made up. Pray for the Lord.
Come on, everybody, clap your hands like this. Come on, clap your hands. Come on, everybody, clap your hands. Since I met the Lord, my mind is made to go Jesus all the way.
Dr. Bishop Rebecca R.W. Fletcher. To the congregation, and that's all with the family, if you would stand, please. Thank you. Greetings to the bereaved family, friends, and to all who have come to celebrate the going home graduation of the late Deaconess Emmanuella Gallery, a woman after God's own heart. When I began to ask the Lord, what do you want me to say? He said, you all have been saying that God was looking for a man after his own heart, who would fulfill all his will. He said, what I want you to say now, that Emmanuella Gallery is a woman after my own heart, who earnestly sought to fulfill all God's will. At the end of her workday, if we had had some ungodly jealousy in our hearts, we might have been a little jealous of what happened. It is as though the Lord God had it all planned for her going home. That was a 7-day celebration. Psalm 23. And we were to eat that 5 times a day for 7 days. You have to excuse me, but this is not easy. It was amazing. On the 7th day, she said she didn't feel like going to Sunday school. But she said her angel came and told her to go to the church. Little did I know that that was the end of the 7 days. That we were to just eat Psalm 23 for 7 days, 5 times a day. And I wonder why so many times do we have to leave it. But you see, the Lord knew what was getting ready to happen. We didn't know this. I want to say that that day was a day in history that we will never forget. Never forget it. It was as though the Lord gave her a bonus. She was allowed to come back home and leave the earth from her home band. Right around the seat that she sat in where she was having, serving as the superintendent. And I said, well, that was very special. But you see, when you live right, God will do special things for you. I want to say we shall ever remember her as a consecrated member of the house of God, which is the church of the living God, the pillar and ground of the true keep dominion. She was a woman of faith. She was humble, but rich in fruits of the Spirit. She was interested in people. She was a tactful and intense missionary
not afraid to work. I think she went out doing some things some of us ministers didn't have the courage to do. She was to her church on Wednesdays and Fridays and Sunday, but she was having some service in her house. You see, those kind of things is what God is expecting us to do. We didn't come to preach. I thank God for my daughter here who is going to bring the eulogy, but I just had to make myself get up and say something for this beautiful lady and to the family. Deaconess Emmanuella Garrett shall be sorely missed in our church. It is with feelings of sadness we say goodbye, but not forever. Because just as sure as we live, we will meet again. And that song, she used to love to sing the song in the morning.
Yes, sir.
When I write. What do you think she's doing that? Let me tell you, don't go to the cemetery looking for her to be there. She won't be there. She has transcended this world into another world. She obeyed the word which says, first seek ye the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. With sadness again we say goodbye to one who has been a great tower in the Keep Dominion. She has made a great contribution to the church as a deaconess on the deacon board, superintendent of the local Sunday Bible School convention. I just wish you could have attended the Sunday Bible School. I think if I had had $1 million to give her, it could not have done for her what it meant to serve as a superintendent of the Sunday Bible School. She was just excited about doing that work. Surely we will miss her in our Sunday Bible School. She lived a consistent life among us. She served as the salt of the earth and the light of the world. We say to all the deceased, she is not dead. You see, she died from sin and she don't have to die anymore. You can just say amen there. If you die now, you don't have to die anymore. She is somewhere waiting for us to finish our day's work. I am praying that we will not disappoint her. She's expecting you. As sure as you live, she is expecting her. To see some of us whom she labored with. Maybe we didn't come over on the Lord's side while she was here, but thank God you have a chance to get that right and meet her on the other side.
This time, my order says the family, we're going to have a medley of Deaconess Gary's favorite songs, our brother Marcus.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Wait a minute. Praise the Lord, everybody. David said, I'll bless him at all times. And his praises. Somebody got to get with me. Just continue to be in my mouth. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises. What my God shall be in my mouth. My mother would sing a song when we was around the house, and she would say, I would sing this song, and she would sing it offbeat. And I would be like, Mom, you gotta. And then there were times when she would lead prayer service and she would tell me, sing a song, sing a song. Or she wasn't leading prayer service. And there's just certain people in the house of God that when they lead prayer service, you know that they singing all the songs. I'm not talking about you, Gina. I'm not talking about you, Don. But when they lead prayer service, my mother would say, sing a song, sing. And every once in a while, she would say, one more than my Lord do. One more than my Lord do. You know he, and then he, one more than my Lord do. One more than my Lord do. You know he, and then he, graduated to a certain point, and the song she wanted me to sing all the time was my body, my body, my body, my whole body, my body, my body, my body. Shout out to my North Chapel family. I love y'all. The family here at North Chapel. I was actually coming from here Sunday. I was taking care of some business. Somebody called me on the phone and said, Marcus, get to church, your mother passed out. Now my mother had never ever sang that song before. She sang, what more can he do? And she sang, the word. Baby.
family, better yet, I do honor my family. I love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. My remarks are going to be short and they're sweet to me, so I'm hoping they're sweet to you. For the lady that we are honoring today, to me is yet sweet. I said to her on one occasion, a lot of years ago, I said, do you mind me calling you Aunt Tuda? She looked at me and she said, do you mind me calling you Uncle Tim? I said, if you call me Uncle Tim, I will feel like the most honored man on the face of this earth. She said, why? I said, because in my eyes, you are a great woman. If nothing more, I love family because I know the value of family. And I said, when I have watched you over the years, I said, you raised yours, you raised your grands, you working with your great grands. I said, it is the highest seat of honor. When your family can look at you and honor you and praise you, and never did she have to worry about how she was going to get to church. I'm going to read this, and then there's one song that Marcus kind of slighted here, but I'm glad. I think the Lord would have it to be that way. This scripture, I'm not going to sing the song. I may ask Dawn to sing it, but if she sings it, we're going to have to do that. But scripture says, oh, sing unto the Lord a new song, for he hath done a marvelous thing. His right hand and his holy arm had gotten him the victory. The Lord had made known his salvation. His righteousness had he openly showed in the sight of the heathen. He had remembered his mercy and his truth toward the house of Israel. Yes. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all the earth. Make a loud noise and rejoice and sing praise. Psalm 98, 1 through 4. And in closing, whenever I was given the opportunity to bring the service to a close, y'all know where I'm going, don't you? I've looked for Deaconess Garrett and Tuda. And if I didn't see her, I wouldn't bother that song. I'll have somebody sing, blessed be the ties that bind, or something else, while we're standing there. But when I look over to see her, I would ask her, Deaconess Garrett? From the balcony, it is truly a testament to her that nothing but love has brought us here. God bless.
you to speak of the final words spoken and actions performed by Deaconess Emmanuella Gary. For it all will begin at the House of God Church located at Hancock and Oxford Street on February 5th, 2012, the starting of her death. After arriving to church for Sunday Bible School, Deaconess Gary was present, sitting and performing her superintendent duties. As I entered into the sanctuary, she headed for the restrooms located on the podium of the pulpit. Now, usually she had someone to assist in her stead upon leaving her post, but today, no one sat in her chair. She returned and began to transition the teaching session of the Sunday Bible School to the assembling of all classes with collections. She called for Deacon Stefan McCoy to assist with the offering and Sister Kira Rich to usher the senior class around. Deaconess Gary then turned back to the table, forgetting to start the marching song, but Sister Rich began to immediately sing, "Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in." That made Deaconess Gary leave the smile with the congregation as Sister Rich initiative and assisted leading the song. After the reporting of all the monies were turned in, the hands were turned back into Deaconess Gary, the superintendent. She stood to call the classes up for review, but made clear mention to each class and teacher saying, when you all bring your classes up, make sure they speak loud. I'm sitting right behind you all and can't hear you, and you have the mic. The first class up was the beginners with the primaries, and this particular class had a very active roster of students. One student started shouting as if noonday service had already begun. Another one talked so loud in the microphone as she requested but wanted to share more information than was given. Deaconess Gary was so tickled she began to laugh. When the classes were finished, she stood and said, "Let's keep clapping for our young people. It's important to keep encouraging them, showing our support for them trying and doing the best that they can." After the reviewing of all classes, Deacon Gary turned the senior class review into the hands of Elder M.L. Davis, and Elder Davis still began saying, "All right, senior class, get ready. I want to hear what you got out of the teaching session." Elder Davis reviewed the lesson, but during the review, there was a group of specific, unique questions asked. Is there an order of command when you're in need of help and call Jesus? Do he himself come, or do he send his angels in his stead? And if he comes so fast that we equivalent that to the speed of lightning, listen to the calling of the day. Brother Donovan was the last to give insight with clarification to the questions prior to everyone being ready. He began saying, God's angels are already there. We will never be able to comprehend how fast they get there or are there. But the best words we as humans can get close to is saying as fast as the speed of lightning. But that's not the matter of fact here. It is that God guides, no matter what, who, where, when, and how. So no one should be worried or fearful anymore. From this day forward, no more fear. Well, they got everybody excited and rejoicing in the Lord with one accord. Elder Davis turned and said, now are you ready to stand up? Who's going to be the first one? All the while, never looking behind him. For Deaconess Gary had already stood up fixed her clothes and said, I'll go first. I got something personal out of it this morning. Elder Davis turned and said, okay, well, what did you get from it? Deaconess Gary said, the cherubim and the seraphim. And one was for war and to reflect the archangel Michael, and the other a messenger of good news and to reflect the archangel Gabriel, a point brought out in the teaching session. As the close of the review began to approach, Deaconess Gary stood and began saying, this lesson today is something. Now this morning I was not feeling so good in my body, and I started to stay home. I even told the sister here, point to Sister Durham, her friend, no, I don't think I'm going. She continued saying, but a voice came to me and spoke saying, get up, put your clothes on, and go to church. When she thought it was her own conscience. But after the revelation of this lesson, no, it was not, she said, spoken with authority. See, it was my angel. And he didn't call me Deaconess Gary. He said, Tuna, get up, get your clothes on, and go to church. Glory. She began to put her clothes on in a hurry, washing. She said how I felt left. I don't know why, but it left. She got dressed, started headed for the front door, but couldn't find her keys. She went to searching for them, and in her searching turned and looked at the dog. And the dog was looking down at the keys. She grabbed them and headed out, picked up Sister Durham and was heading to church, but started feeling bothered because she was running late. Knowing if she's running late, there would be someone, a substitute in her place. And she took honor and joy in serving as the superintendent. But when she arrived to the church building, lo and behold, Deaconess Deaconess L.T. Smith III met her at the bottom of the sanctuary steps. Informed her Sunday Bible school will not begin at 9:30 today, but 9:45. And Elder Fletcher would not be attending, which made her immediately get excited and say, I'm on time and ready for my post. She continued speaking, God knew my heart, Lord. He knew I had started out slow, but sure enough I wanted to be right here, where I'm standing right now, and on time. She hasn't been one knew the memory verse, and no one stood to acknowledge, so she read it. And we followed behind her. She started reciting the 10 Commandments, but stopped, saying, my eyes are starting to act up on me. They're getting blurry. I need you all to help me. And we did. Then she called for Elder Davis to come and close out the Sunday Bible school and to give the devotional leaders. As Elder Davis was in motion coming, Deaconess Gary began to speak yet again, saying, you know what? I used to be a person that had to see a thing in my face in order for me to believe it. I don't know why. I just had to. But not anymore. I don't care if I never see it. I believe it. Glory, hallelujah. She then began to make remarks about Elder Davis's grandson, how she took him when he was a young boy, Brother Marquand Davis, and how she babysat him and loved him and was proud to see him coming to Sunday Bible school and church services with her. Elder Davis stood to close out Sunday Bible school, but started to call the names of the devotional leaders. Brother Daniel Watkins, she called first. And assuming the second person's name will follow immediately thereafter. But none. She paused for the space of a minute and a half, looking throughout the whole congregation but could not announce a name. She said, I tell you all this. When the Lord gives me who the other person is, then I'll tell you. But for now, we're going to dismiss. It was around about 11:30 a.m. on the dot. She said, it's enough time to do what you need to do. Even get your talking done. But at 12 noon, I want to start service on time. Pointed to Brother Donovan and said, okay, and closed out the Sunday school. Just as the hand began to wind down close to 12 noon, round about 11:57 a.m., Deaconess Gary comes up behind me. Bad! Yes, Deaconess Gary. Quan's voice is deep. Angie's voice used to be deep like that. Is it still deep? I said, yeah, laughing. She says, where's Angie? I said, Angie goes to her own church now and allows Marquand to come here. She began to get excited, telling me, woo! And stop. What kind of church is it? She asked. And Mimi's fine, I really don't know Deaconess Gary, but she immediately began to say, I don't care if it was a Catholic one. Thank God she's going to somebody's church. And we went to laughing hysterical. She looked up at me and said, Dad, seriously, go home and tell Angie I want to see her here with me someday in church. And before I could respond, Elder Davis was in the pulpit at the microphone trying to get her attention. Brother Don was at the table, standing in position, ready for service. And I said, ooh, Deaconess Gary, I think Mommy wants you to lead prayer service. She looked up at Elder Davis, and Elder Davis began to whisper in the microphone, Sister Gary, do you feel all right enough to lead devotional? And Deaconess Gary replied with a loud voice, if you would ask me, I'll do it. She headed off to the table, and Elder Davis still was talking in the mic, and she began to say, yeah, because you pray good. I want you to do the prayer. 12 noon has come. The call to worship is made. And the opening song begins to go forth down at the cross. Deaconess Gary begins to accompany Brother Don in the second mic as he sings. The next song went forth, I get joy when I think about what he's done for me. Started off by Brother Don. But normally Deaconess Gary, when there's a strong person at the table, she puts the mic down and sings along. But this particular day, she was backing him all the way, strong. After singing the song, Brother Don opened up the prayer service with the hymn. What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sorrows and griefs he'll bear. What a privilege it is to carry everything to God in prayer. After singing the last line of the hymn, humming and kneeling to prayer, Deaconess Gary began to pray sincerely and heartfelt in the spirit with power, causing a lot of saints' prayers going forth to stop and tune into what she was saying. She was praying for everybody and everything that anyone could have a need of. Hearing her say, thank you, God, twice for the healing of her body. And when I thought she was done, she ended her prayer saying these words, Lord, if I've done or said anything at any time that has offended, hurt, or upset anyone unaware, please forgive me and allow me to ask for their forgiveness this day. Amen. And immediately with her second breath, went to singing, in the morning when I rise. The saints begin to be caught up in the spirit. Brother Don began to back her up in the second mic, so she passed off the lead to him. Then she took the lead back, caught up in the spirit. She went to singing, and she By this time, Brother Donovan's mic had completely went out. And everyone was trying to get it fixed, but couldn't for some strange reason. Noticing how the Holy Ghost began to move with her sister Michelle, Mr. Usher came up and stood by her. She went to leaning back, putting her hands on her face, calling, singing, mourning. So strong and captivating as if she was actually going somewhere. Understand, we have seen this type of demonstration before when she sang the word brought me here, but had never seen her say mourning like this. I started closing my eyes to reading in the presence of the Lord as she continued singing, remembering her voice ringing strong as the sounding of a bell, but yet not so far that we couldn't tell. Her tone was so steady and piercing to the ear. Couldn't help to say, but God, I feel you. I know you're here. The atmosphere was so powerful in delight, as if God himself was standing right there in our sight. Family, I cannot tell you when she stopped singing, but I can tell you that she stopped singing. As I begin to open my eyes, seeing her body lying in the arms of Trial the Herd. Praying and anointing her on the left side was Elder M.L. Davis, and kneeled above her head Reverend Janice Smith, praying and assisting while others gathered to assist with her and her family members at the pulpit. It's now when we realize that we just given sight to her last praise, hearing of her last song, and seeing her last actions in the presence of the saints transitioning home to glory. These are the final words spoken and actions performed by Deaconess Emmanuella here.
Thank you, Sister Davis. It's nothing like an eyewitness, and we praise God for that. We weren't there, but at the house of God in Bristol, something was happening because, hallelujah, the Spirit filled the house, and we thank God for the one accord. At this time, we will have special remarks by her grandson, the Prophet J. A. McCoy. Our sisters, Deaconess Yvonne Gill, Deacon Alfred Coffey, Deaconess Ravana Haygood, Mrs. Emily Hollis, and after that, the Henderson sisters will be favored with the soul election.
Praise the Lord, everybody.
Amen.
Praise the Lord, everybody.
Praise the Lord.
What did David say? I'll bless him at all times.
That's right.
And it is important that y'all continue to be in our mouth.
Bless him, easy.
I don't know what you've come to do today, but I've simply come to bless him. We don't mourn as those who have no hope. Because as believers, we hold to the fact that to be absent in the body is to be present with the Lord. At this hour of bereavement, we dare not use the term that the world has decided to use in that hour of bereavement, and that is we have lost our dear loved one. We have not lost her, simply because we know where she is. We know where she is because of the life that she lived. And if we live this same life, there is a guarantee that we'll see her again. As I got the news that Grandma had collapsed in the church, I went to my senior bishop, Bishop McCoy, and I said, listen, something happened to Grandma. He said, go ahead, I'm going to close out service and I'll be there after church. And as I got to the hospital and I saw her laying in the bed, immediately I began to charge God foolishly. And it was Evangelist McCoy who said, Andy, get yourself together. I Went in the hallway and I was just upset, and I was talking to Marcus. I said, Marcus, how could God do something like this? I said, I prayed and I fasted, and I know that I live a life that is pleasing unto the Lord. How that this could happen to me? Received no answer at that time. I went home and got in the bathtub and just sat there soaking. The Holy Ghost whispered in my ear. He said, the God that you serve is sovereign. He'll do whatever it is he wants to do, how he wants to do it, when he wants to, and through whom he wants to do it through. He is sovereign. And so I stand here and I don't bereave like many. Wanted to cry and couldn't cry. Wanted to stay angry but could not stay angry. Because if we trust God like we say we do, then we'll understand that one day we'll meet up again in a city called heaven. I don't know about Bel and I don't know about Buddha, not too familiar with Allah, but I know a man by the name of Jesus who hung on Calvary's cross for me, shed his blood that we may have life eternity. So I'm wounded, but I'm not sick. I'm hurt, but I'm not angry. Because I know that he is God. I'm sorry. But when I see just how good he's been to me, and at the end of Grandma's life, we begin to have some type of relationship. And every now and then she would come and tell me, she said, Andrew, are you still saved? I said, Grandma, I don't know how else to be. I have my ups and I have my downs. But I'll never turn around. Look at the neighbor and see, Listen, y'all. We've got to live the life so that we can see Grandmama again. So what you don't like me? So what somebody did something to you? If you love God like you claim you do, you got to love your neighbor like you will love yourself. You got to love your haters like you will love yourself. You got to love the man that stands on your back like you will love yourself. Can I get a witness in there? I'm done. I told Marcus, I said, I'm not worried. Bishop, I'm not worried simply because I made reservations for the kingdom a long time ago. And it's too late now to cancel all my reservations. But you know what I told the Lord I'll do until we get here? I told him I'll do this.
Tida was not only my natural sister, she was my sister-in-law. And Tida was my big sister. I remember being in elementary school, and she was responsible to watch out and to take care of me when I came home from school. I remember Tida. She would walk with me and hold my hand, and I enjoyed being spoiled by Tida. And as I said, she was not just my natural sister, but being my sister-in-law, she was also my big sister. And a big sister is someone not just in size and age, but an example. She was an example to me. And in the later years, as I got older, and as the different ones considered me to, well, you're grown as we are now. Tida and me became very close. And Tida was my prayer partner. She was somebody that I could call at any hour, any time, for anything. She understood. I remember, and as I think back now, Tida was preparing to go home to be with the Lord. And sometimes I would say things and she was, okay, John Charlie. John Charlie was my daddy. She would say, now John Charlie, are you going to be John Charlie today or you Melissa? Because Melissa was kind of quiet, but she had a firm head too. And I think back on the things that she would say to me. She said, sometimes she said, this is what we learned Wednesday night at church. And everything that was being said, I want you to know she was like a sponge. She was soaking it up. And that's the way you have to be. Amen. When you're going and getting yourself ready. You don't want anything undone. You want to be ready to, hallelujah, to go back with the Lord. I'm not going to tell you that I'm not sad. But on the other hand, I'm happy for my sister. I'm happy for her. The natural side, I'll tell you, I want her here with me. But she's better where she is. Tida has gone where I'm yet working to go. I'm looking every day and I'm working that I'll be able to see the Lord's face in peace. I love Tida. I love what she stood for. I love her children. I love everything about her. But Tida is already gone. And as the speaker before me said, that we as a family, not just as a natural family, but we as a people, we've got to prepare ourselves that we'll be able to see the Lord's face in peace. Tida's gone. This body that you see here, Tida's already where she is. But we've got to get there, and we need to prepare